Ain't gonna lie, man. Mom Dukes really be putting in that work with the sleepless nights, you feel me? I work hard, I come home, and she lets me get my rest, but sometimes I still gotta get up. Being a dad, though, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's changed me for the better already. My son really done turned my life around in ways I ain't even expect. Now, it looks like the drama between Jacquees and Deiondra Sanders is far from over, and now his sister has officially stepped into the mix. For those who might not be in the loop, Jacquees and Deiondra had one of those relationships that was always up and down. One minute, everything was all love, and the next, they were throwing subliminals online, leaving fans confused about whether they were together or not. Their on-again, off-again situation had been playing out for years, and no matter how many times they tried to call it quits, they somehow always found their way back to each other. Then, Jacquees' family got involved, specifically his sister, Miracle, and that's when things really took a turn. Miracle had always been protective of Jacquees, and she wasn't feeling the way Deiondra was moving. It didn't take long before she started throwing her own shade, making comments that fans were convinced were aimed straight at Deiondra. From calling out clout chasers to throwing slick shots at women who play the victim, Miracle wasn't holding back. According to reports, Deiondra even brought up her father, Deion Sanders, saying she wasn't about to let anybody disrespect her. And she wasn't alone. Her dad's security detail was right there, making sure nothing went down. Now, Jacquees has found himself in yet another messy situation. Am I surprised? Not one bit. His fiancée, or maybe now his ex, Deiondra. She's not happy right now. Meanwhile, Jacquees got a new project coming out, with Dreezy called Friend Zone 2, Part 2. So yeah, he got a lot going on. So this is the second part, right? Meaning they've been down this road before, but Deiondra wasn't involved the last time. Now, all of a sudden, they're taking pictures together, got these racy photos and videos out, and she's starting to feel some type of way. I guess because of social media, she took to her page and said, "People gotta fake relationships just to sell albums. Stop asking me why I'm not around. I'm not allowed to be around them because they'd feel uncomfortable if his fiancée is there. Like I said before, y'all won. Hope your little album sells the most it ever has." Now, when Twitter ain't enough, that's when things start going down in real life. And that's exactly what happened out in Tennessee. So, here's the deal. After all that back and forth online, things finally boiled over in person. And let's just say, it was far from pretty. There were even rumors they were more than just friends. And allegedly, that friendship was a major source of tension when Jacquees was with Deiondra. Word on the street is that Deiondra never liked how close Jacquees and Dreezy were, and everything came to a head when Deiondra was supposedly banned from the set of one of Jacquees' music videos because Dreezy was in it. Sources say Deiondra had wanted to pull up and show support, but Jacquees shut that down real quick, telling her she wasn't needed on set. And y'all already know what happened next. Deiondra went straight to social media, posting subliminals about women who act all innocent but move funny behind the scenes. Fans wasted no time connecting the dots, assuming she was shading Dreezy. One minute, everything was all love, and the next, they were throwing subliminals online, leaving fans confused about whether they were together or not. Their on-again, off-again situation had been playing out for years, and no matter how many times they tried to call it quits, they somehow always found their way back to each other. Then, Jacquees' family got involved, specifically his sister, Miracle, and that's when things really took a turn. Miracle had always been protective of Jacquees, and she wasn't feeling the way Deiondra was moving. With him, you gotta understand. I got my prime. My Louis say prime. Everything I do says prime. He should have never said that. I know you love him, but I'ma tear a frame out of him, alright? Y'all remember this video? Yeah, he started it. When the drama gets too wild, sometimes it takes a father's wisdom to bring things back in line. And if there's one thing y'all know about Deion Sanders, it's that he's not the type to sit back and let his daughter get caught up in a mess. The legendary football player turned coach has always been big on protecting his family's name, and this situation was no exception. So, after all the drama between Deiondra and Jacquees' family, started making headlines, Deion Sanders decided it was time to step in. He took to social media, posting a video that seemed to be aimed directly at his daughter. Now, he didn't call Deiondra out by name, but everybody knew exactly who and what he was talking about. In the video, Deion talked about how important it is to rise above negativity and not let outsiders pull you into unnecessary drama. He reminded his followers that not everything needs a reaction, and real strength comes from knowing when to walk away. He even said something along the lines of, "At the end of the day, we don't entertain foolishness, we move with purpose." And if you know Deion Sanders, then you already know. That's a classic dad way of saying, get off social media and stop feeding into the nonsense. So, despite her dad trying to steer her in the right direction, Deiondra clearly wasn't ready to let this situation go just yet. And that's when the fans got even more involved. Now, social media has been going crazy over this, and let's just say, the internet is divided. Some fans are riding with Deiondra, saying she was treated unfairly, and that Jacquees' family always had it out for her. A lot of people pointed. But on the flip side, plenty of people think Deiondra is just doing way too much. Some fans feel like she's still hung up on Jacquees and just refuses to move on. Miracle also has a lot of supporters who believe she was simply standing up for her brother, and that Deiondra was the one who started the drama by dragging family into it. One viral tweet even said, "Deiondra still talking about Jacquees like they broke up yesterday." At this point, the whole situation has turned into a full-blown internet war, with fans going back and forth in the comments. But the real question is, will this drama ever actually end? Or is this just the beginning of even more mess? Right now, it's hard to tell. On one hand, Deiondra hasn't made any new public statements in the last few days, and some of her shady tweets have disappeared. But on the other hand, Miracle hasn't backed down. She's still out here liking posts throwing shade at Deiondra. So if you ask me, this family feud might be on pause, but it's far from over. And what about Jacquees? Well, at least publicly, he's been staying real quiet throughout all of this. But let's be honest, his silence says a lot. Some people think he's just letting his sister handle it, while others believe he's staying out of it to avoid looking messy. Either way, one thing's for sure. His relationship with Deiondra is done, and at this point, there's probably no coming back from it. As for Deiondra, she's still focused on her business ventures. But let's be real, she's never been the type to just let things go. But what do y'all think? Was Deiondra just defending herself, or was she dragging things out for no reason? And do y'all think Jacquees should have stepped in, or was it best for him to stay quiet? Drop your thoughts down below. And before you head out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.